every newborn baby, a mother's breast milk is more than food. It is their first medicine, their first shield against disease, and often their strongest chance at survival. But what happens when a mother is too ill to breastfeed, produces little milk, or dies shortly after childbirth? For babies like 14-month-old Kofi, the consequences can be dire. Kofi lost his mother soon after he was born without consistent access to breast milk. He became malnourished and severely underweight. Doctors say breast milk contains essential nutrients and antibodies that support brain development, strengthen immunity, and protect infants from life-threatening infections. When a mother cannot breastfeed, donor human milk is considered the next best option. At the University of Ghana Medical Center, Ghana's first human milk bank is offering a life-saving solution. The facility collects, screens, pasteurizes, and stores donated breast milk, turning what doctors call liquid gold into hope for the country's most vulnerable babies. Dr. Ophelia Ganyaglo is a pediatrician at the UGMC.
It's similar to a blood bank, only that now the products that we are cleansing and making available to other people is breast milk. So I consider it in terms of 3 different steps. So our first step is to receive the milk from donor mothers, and so these donor mothers are mothers who are lactating and are breastfeeding but have milk in excess of what their babies need. Once this milk is received, it is then stored in a clean way, so we freeze the milk until we are at a point where we are ready to then pasteurize the milk. So the pasteurization is the next step in making this milk safe. Pasteurization involves heating the milk, not boiling it, because boiling it will destroy the good things in the milk that we need, but it involves heating it to a point where we are killing the bad organisms or bacteria in the milk to make it safe for the babies. And then subsequently, the next step is then to redistribute this milk to babies who will be in need of it.
The Human Milk Bank operates much like a blood bank. Potential donors undergo rigorous screening for infections including HIV, hepatitis B and C, and syphilis. The donated milk is then pasteurized and tested to ensure it is safe before being stored and distributed to babies in need. Healthy lactating mothers with more milk than their baby require voluntarily donate to the bank. The Human Milk Bank became fully operational in November 2025, marking a major milestone in neonatal care in Ghana. In just 6 months, 8 mothers donated nearly 64 liters of breast milk.
We are happy with the progress that we have made. So we have had a total of 8 successful donors. We have served a total of 15 babies. 9 of these babies have been within UGMC and 5 have been outside. The breakdown of the external babies whom we've served are 2 babies at the Kolubu Teaching Hospital. Both of these babies were preterm or premature babies. Another 2 at the Ridge Hospital who were also preterm babies. Unfortunately, both of these babies' mothers had passed away. And so the families realized that, okay, without having mother's own milk, what is the next best alternative? And that was the donor breast milk. And we've also served 1 baby from the Suhum Government Hospital. This mother had had bilateral breast mastectomies, and so she wasn't in a position to breastfeed herself.
For beneficiary mothers, the donated milk has been nothing short of a miracle. Dr. Ganyaglu says the concept of sharing breast milk is deeply rooted in Ghanaian culture. For generations, wet nursing, where another woman breastfeeds a baby in need, has been practiced in many communities. The Human Milk Bank builds on that tradition, using modern science to ensure that the milk is safe and accessible.
We can all remember a story of in our villages, or maybe you don't even have to go far into our villages, of some aunt or grandmother who breastfed another person's baby. So really the concept of wet nursing goes back centuries. So all that a breast milk bank does is to formalize what is already being done in our villages and elsewhere. Part of our advocacy and education is also going to be to hopefully bust any myths people might have about receiving breast milk from someone else. I think the fact that we are very, very careful with making this milk safe should be enough to ensure that people are satisfied with the fact that the milk is safe.
Breast milk donation at UGMC is entirely voluntary and non-commercial. Donors are not paid, but they receive appreciation items such as breast pumps and branded souvenirs. Miss Abigail Ashi, who played a key role in establishing the facility, says the milk bank is bringing hope, healing, and life-saving nutrition to Ghana's tiniest patients.
We went through all the steps, we went through all the trainings, we went through all the checks and balances, and we are here. Since November 3rd, we started, and we are happy that we are serving babies who did not have any other option, but now they have an option. As we are working with babies, and we know the troubles they go through, especially these preterms and very sick infants, because most of the time, or some of the time, you have situations where this baby is not tolerating the formula we are giving, and we ask ourselves, what is the next step? But we don't have any option, so we continue giving the formula. So when the idea came up, and they said, no, we can have this breast bank being set up, we told ourselves, we are in. If that thing is going to help our babies, why not? So we all came on board, everybody came on board, and I must say I'm happy to be part.
Many Ghanaians have praised the Laudable initiative and believe more mothers should be encouraged to donate.
Nufunso no eboa nkola no nti akola bi wo ayewo no na se wenya nufunso a ekura na emse na dwen wo fom kakra o nhede hu nyansa ba nufunso natural milk na de actually nti so mo this process ne ba enye bad ye be
me say me ba we me CS no 24 hours na me ndidi so me ye me we no na me hu sa me nufunso no ebi nim nti man baby to support the baby send a baby John this and we say mama chino. I think says yes in health service I think I introduce the papa say amaya. It's good.
I have to give her a breast milk. That wasn't coming at first. It was very hard. I have to go home and try to figure it out how to pump my breast milk and give it to her in the incubator. Well, the experience was very bad. If I couldn't produce enough and someone is giving my child another breast milk for her to survive, I'll be glad. I wouldn't be stressed that much because I know that some is there for her to feed on. But it was only me. I have to struggle and give her enough breast milk.
I know the dream part because and maybe empese obewo na washire ba sakola anya no funso a duty sa na kra na dream ni ebe ma maybe any person wo na hu sane ba eyesa ti se me ya wo fu ebetimi atu obi ti se aban ya sa hyehyeye no eto ho no ma minim se ebeje nkwa bebre ene ebenya healthy children ewo man mu ene ebe ma nkwala yebe bo mo sa kwan ne so no yenya timid children bebre wo man mu ebe bo ama yempuntu akoso enti sa aban adwen ho sa ne sa hyehyeye na ba eye adwen pa no sumetai na chi oya ebe bo bebre.
It's a good initiative because like you said, you know, someone pass out, a mother pass out with a kid over there, nobody to give him the breast, and somebody has it over there that is excess. So why not giving it out to the bank, like you people said, and to help those in needs. So I think it's a good initiative.
It's a money to papa why not? There are a number of months maybe. I bet me abua once I don't think somebody be ma once I bet me abua. It's okay.
Despite its early success, the Human Milk Bank faces significant challenges, particularly low public awareness and inadequate funding. UGMC is appealing to lactating mothers with excess milk, corporate organizations, philanthropists, and development partners to support the initiative.
UGMC's Human Milk Bank is open. We are open for business. We are accepting lactating mothers who have excess milk and are eager to donate. Please, the process of donation is completely free. It is completely, it doesn't require much from a mother. It's not even like blood donation where we are putting in an IV and drawing blood. This is a completely comfortable process and it's completely safe. So we are advocating and encouraging any mother who has breast milk in excess of what her own baby needs to please reach out to us. We greatly are in need of more breast milk donors. And then with regards to using breast milk from the donor bank as well, we are ensuring that the milk is as safe as possible for babies. Other babies have already benefited from this milk and they are doing beautifully well. Breast milk is liquid gold. Breast milk is the best nutrition possible for babies, whether that milk is coming from a baby's own mother or from a donor. Breast milk gives you things in the milk that are both nutritious but also has the additional immune properties that formula or cow's milk will not give. And so your baby is going to be protected from diseases during the period that the baby is a baby, and it's also helping that baby in the future so the baby doesn't develop chronic illnesses in the future.
Will more mothers step forward to give this precious gift of life?
And this way enough because take enough in the appetite for food.
I'm willing to donate to support the newborn babies who the breast milk is not available for them at that particular moment.
I have to talk to her. She's my wife. I am the leader of the house, but she also owns the breast. She owns the milk, so I will let her understand where I'm coming from. This is something we are going to do for humanity. You understand what I'm saying? So I will talk to her and let her also go and donate.
Yeah, personally, yes. I mean, why not? I'll love to donate if I have enough breast milk. I'll love to give to babies who are not having enough breast milk from their mothers to save their lives and to make them grow better.
Need for premature, it can't incubate them. Need info for na kind or chocolate make a hale. Ni experience any in breast milk board ba ni nyama balale igbana wa yake na ba make a chance to milk na kale ni na enough think wale o igbana okay maybe one day ni mo in for ni in SSA man bala mo yake experience it was very bad for me. Oh, I can do that.
Media nyamia do me no full so dem 1000 ebre kwa. Eba sa metimi adonate. By a condition, ebi wa haban by na adwen ye be free ye mpem akwa akwatwe bebe du hono na oba tan no ebia na hu hie mu na ebia wo bre wo niska yakodonate ni free no edu hono mo se ye de afa processing nti gisa ye sato se ekoba sana ye tisa na she ye nkro se be de ko donate because ye ko donate ni free na later on mo sato mo ye ndia se hu hie se be donate.
At the University of Ghana Medical Center, every donated drop proves that compassion can nourish life, and sometimes the smallest gifts makes the biggest difference.